And what always worked for me as a hairstylist was being able to picture literal clients that I have that I would love to kind of copy and paste. So the first thing that this makes me think of are my two clients, Shelly and Sheila. Now, I would classify these as my super dream clients. If I could copy and pasted them 100 times, that's what I would have done. And here's what they were dimensional color clients. So, as you're thinking about who your dream client is, I want you to also understand you don't have to lock yourself into blonding. You don't have to lock yourself into vivids or anything specific. You could be a custom color, they could just get and value custom color. For me, it was dimensional color. So Shelly and Sheila were actually both brunettes. And so they noticed their gray coming in very quickly. It was very important to them that that was covered. So we had gray coverage. And then they loved dimensional color. So they wanted their hair to look expensive. And they also loved getting highlights and dimensions so that it camouflaged the gray that was coming in. So essentially, their appointments were like one time they would just get gray coverage, haircut, treatments, blowout, etc. And then every other appointment, they would get the partial foil. I would gloss between the foils to keep everything super rich and beautiful with their brunette hair. And that was that. So, also, both of these women were actually super chill. They were very calm energies. Shelly would actually like almost zen out and just relax during her appointment. So she wasn't micromanaging me. She wasn't having anxiety about anything. She was very chill. Um, and then both of these clients would say yes to my recommendations. They would take home hair care and they always kept their appointments. So, on top of that, they referred their friends and family to me. And they were just to me like chef's kiss, so perfect, lovely to be around, and easy for me to make happy. As for their lifestyles, they both were older and they had older kids. So their kids were essentially in college and like getting on with their own lives. So they were like empty nesters, super active in their neighborhoods and events, and then even dealing with, some aging parents and different things that happen as we're getting older. So those were my dream clients. And I hope that this example has already sparked a ton of different ideas for you on what your right client might be.